At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece.
In the words of a great internet sensation, tough times never last. Only tough people last. And I think in this conversation, it is going to be quite evident to you that the guest I have for you, Namhlanje, is the perfect embodiment of that. And on her journey to being the best version of herself, she has decided to give us a little bit of her time to come and share that with us. Molweni, my name is Samora Mangesi, and welcome to episode 2 of The Best of Me. And of course, as per usual, please go out there, like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. She is an actress, a voiceover artist, an MC, a facilitator, but more than anything, she is my friend. Swankie Mafoko.
Hey.
Hello, darling.
Hi.
How are you?
Is this what you say to people when I'm not around?
Oh, yeah. Have to.
She is a tough times never last. Son, I need to hear these more.
So first of all, let's kick it off. What's your poison? I mean, we've got water for you, but I mean, yeah.
I'll tell you what my old poison was.
What was your old poison?
Tequila all the way.
Nicotine.
Nicotine, brucho sana, you know me. You know, this is a lot of years, yes. But my poison now has changed. My poison is more wholesome. It's hydrating. It's water.
And you know, a lot of the time when we speak of the poison, what's your poison? We go directly to what it is that you drink. However, it's also very important for us to acknowledge whatever it is that is eating at us from the inside in the true fashion of poison.
Phew.
So currently in your life, what would you say is the one thing that you're struggling with? What would you say is the one thing that is really eating you up on the inside?
Wow. I didn't come here to cry. No, but on a serious note, I think currently it's not seeing the version of myself that I saw when I was 21 or when I was young, before I started, relying on a certain vice.
Yeah.
So I'm failing to see that person. I'm failing to imagine that person. And then I find myself walking in spaces and having imposter syndrome. It's like, do I belong here? Am I really still that published author? Am I really still that, Liberty Radio Award nominee, field news reporter? Do I have that in me? Or am I just this version of Swankie who I am just trying to piece together? That's really my poison right now.
And I think it's important that we have this conversation with you, because as a platform that is all about self-love, self-respect, through reevaluating our relationships with the vices that really keep us in a stronghold and keep us stagnant and sometimes draw us back. Things like alcohol, things like drugs, things like gambling, things like interpersonal relationships, sex, all of those things. When we look at it, we all have versions of ourselves that we look back on and we say, oh my goodness, and along the way things happen.
Yeah.
And that really drag us down. I know I've had conversations with my mom so many times where she says, that is my child. That is the child that I remember, Yeah. The ambitious Samora who was putting on plays, producing and directing and writing plays in high school, self-funded. And I'm finding that I'm getting back to that person, I'm finding that motivation and that drive and shedding that anxiety and just really being able to go out there and pursue the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the conversations that you've had with your mom.
This is this platform trick in it because my mom and I know your mom. And I've heard your mom say to you, that is my son.
Yes.
And I've also heard her say the complete opposite to you, and vice versa with you. I mean, wow, to keep it 100, I've hit a very dark point with my mom. I think, Mama, first of all, because I know you're going to watch this, you have been in whatever I'm going to speak about, my rock, my strength, my prayer warrior. You've never given up on me. You've shown me, you've shown me that. Samora, you've been there when my mom literally said to me, Samora, I'm going to disown this child if she doesn't stop. Samora, you were there when I rolled over my first car because of the second location. Guys, never go to the third location.
Don't go to the third location. Don't go to third place.
Don't go to third place. The third location, you were there. You watched my mom. You saw the car parked there and the disdain in her eyes. And some of the conversations were, do you not love us enough to want to stop this thing? Do you not love me enough to want to stop? Do you not love your baby brother enough? Do you not respect God enough? There's so many different angles my mother has come at. It's been family, it's been God, and then now it ended with self. Do you not love yourself enough? And that was a hard one because I'd realized I'd gotten so deep in that I actually didn't. I didn't. What did that woman say at this funeral? I didn't care a damn. No, but seriously, I didn't. And those are the conversations with my mom. They've grown though.
Yeah.
My mom looked at me just yesterday and this morning and she said, oh, that's your natural complexion. That's my daughter. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't even wearing no foundation.
Oh,
that's my skin and that's unclocking. I know that's right. So those are the kind of conversations I've had with my mom.
So you and I have had multiple conversations.
Yeah.
Thousands of conversations, I think, especially about just wanting to do better, wanting to be better. And we can plug in from any point, but where would you like us to start?
Your friend.
Or should we just start at the beginning?
Let's start at the beginning because I think, you know what alcohol does, ne? Because that's been my vice.
Yes.
And diseases in substances, guys, never got to. I didn't get there, but I haven't gotten to many things. But alcohol has been my strongest vice. And what alcohol does is there's an erasure. Alcohol memory is a thing. So you'll find that you and I have had so many important conversations, and we were talking about it the other day where you are sober in one and I'm drunk in one and I'm drunk in the other and you're sober in one.
Do you see how I'm sober in both these conversations?
But guys, you know what I'm trying to say. No, but for real, so let's start at the beginning.
Okay, so let's go right to the beginning.
Let's go right to the beginning.
Tell us about Lefty and Dombi.
How my relationship with my mom and my dad.
Let's start there.
Wow, guys. So I come from a polygamous family. Lefty is my father. Dombi is my mom. I come from a very big family, a very loving big family, but that dynamic in itself is I've always been the overachiever.
Yeah.
I've always been the A grade student. I remember my mom left me with my stepmom and the words I'll never forget. I think I was in grade 3 or 4. She said, Swankie is very independent. You don't have to worry about her. And I didn't know that those words would stick. I'm 31 now, but I've never forgotten those words, and my relationship with my mom and my dad was a really huge thing because I always felt the need to be so perfect that I think the alcohol started revealing cracks in just the fact that 1, I'm a child.
Yeah.
2, maybe a child that didn't really have the sort of background that she would have desired. And 3, I may not be as perfect or this A grader that they wanted. I think I strived for them to be that and it's different when your parents are separated, because when they're together in the household, the congratulations come from one person. It's shared, it's one cake. But if it's two parents, it's, hi, mama. By the way, I won this municipality award and I'm like the best storyteller in KZN. Oh, okay, Mdanami, congratulations. Then it's my dad and the 17 other siblings. Hi, dad, and fighting for attention. By the way, I won this, so it was always just this, the struggling of both parents being happy and not being able to really know which one is happier than the other at which point. It was always such a conflicting thing for me. It's not now because my dad's dead.
Yeah.
Haha, not funny, but the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's, that's where it begins. So funny how we use humor, like Peter Dirk Ace, to sort of hide our pain. It's a South African thing. We mask our pain using humor. And I find myself doing it quite a bit of late. Anyway.
Your dad passed away 10 years ago now.
Yes, 10 years ago,
It's around, it was around these times.
It was around these times, actually, the day after my 21st birthday, the 12th of September, 2015.
And how did life change?
Drastically. My dad was my everything. I mean, Yeah. I want to reveal how you... Okay, so it's going to happen. So just get it out of the way. How do you know about my dad and that my dad was everything some more? Get it out of the way so we can move forward, yes?
Because I dated your brother.
Thank you.
And then your brother broke up with me on the Friday and your dad passed away that weekend.
I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. On his behalf, I'm sorry you dumped you. That was a bad move and his mistake. I'm sorry. But no. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's okay,
Correct. No, what was the question?
How life changed.
My life changed drastically. I remember I was getting ready how my dad was dying from cancer, and we had all known now we know what your poison is.
Yeah.
We'd all known that he was dying, and we got this phone call, but I was preparing for this one woman show. And I'll tell you more about that later. It looks like we're coming full circle. It's been 10 years since my dad has passed on. Preparing for this one woman show. And that's where that Swankie man was focused. Was I working at 702 at the time? No, I hadn't started working at 702. I was still doing campus radio. I was doing the show. I was doing breakfast. I was doing the show. My dad was dying. And I was doing my honors. There's a lot.
Yes, there was a lot
I need to focus on. So I'm doing this one woman show, and they say 11th of September, 21st birthday, go see your dad. I'm like, guys, can't. I've got a photo shoot literally tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. They're like, please, it's looking like tickets. I go see him. Long story short, hold his hand. He's on machines. I can't, speak to him. Sorry, I can't really speak to him. But I say to him, I get a chance, I go, Papa, thank you so much. I'm 21. Ke ngwana hao, ke Swankie Mafoko, ke godile. And I have a picture actually of his hand. His hand was blue, and I think it's a very famous photo within my family. It was blue and whatever. And I got to thank him for being the kind of like woman that I am right now, for raising me, the kind of just role that he played. And it's so weird. You can't see someone speak, but you can see them tear up. Yeah. And then obviously, and my friend, Matepo Kumalo, and shout out to Matepo Kumalo. She used to call my dad Daddy Fox. She was like, it's Daddy Fox. Can we go now? Because, my sisters and my friends were waiting to go drink. Yes. Birthday. 12th of September, 7:30 in the morning, one of my best friends, Bele, who's also my sister, calls me.
I feel like you should start. It's the other way around. She's your sister.
She's my older sister.
Yes.
And she's my best friend.
Because you make it sound like it's one of these situations where it's like, oh yeah, Samora and Swankie, like we're friends, but you know, the friendship developed into a siblinghood.
Okay, but it is like that with you and I. So
Yes.
let me clarify. She's Peletia. She is my sister.
Yes.
There are 21 of us at home. So she's one of the 21, but she also is my best friend. So she calls me on the 12th of September. I've now gotten pap drunk from Namako 5 liter because that's what I could afford. And I have to go do this photo shoot of me in chains. And I still have the pictures actually on my Facebook of me in chains because the story is about being chained up and stuff. And my sister called, said, hello? And I said, no. And she said, babe? I said, no. Long story short, cried. I looked at the time. I said, you're calling me at 8 o'clock. I'm meant to be out of the house at 8:10. Photo shoot starts at 8:30. I'm out. She said, Swankie, I just said your dad. I said, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Get there. 1 week later, I'm doing this one. I think that was the week you're damn Techum. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm on the stage.
Trauma.
I'm sorry. God. And I'm on the stage and I'm performing this one woman show. And there was a line that said, it's not like he's dead or anything. But it was a repetitive line. And I could see the faces of my family. I think I had 12 of my siblings sitting in the front row and they just kept staring at me. And since that day, I don't think my life hasn't changed since. My life has changed drastically since my father's passed on. There are days I miss him. There are days I want to call him and tell him about the relationship I'm in and I want advice. There are days I want to call like at 3 o'clock in the morning because he was an insomniac to be like, Swankie, and I don't. So it's changed drastically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think, sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse, but I'm working on the betterment, the better parts.
And you've already said that your vice of, I don't know if I should say vice of choice, because was it by choice? But it was alcohol. When would you say that the relationship with alcohol stopped being healthy and stopped being respectful of the substance and of yourself?
I would say as my father passed on. It's weird that you say that. We made, as a family, and I think my family can attest to this, and I then took it further. I took it a step further. We made bonding over the grieving of our father with alcohol.
Yeah.
We drank ourselves to a pit. And it was bonded trauma. And then it became normal. And then you land your first TV job the next year. And now you can afford the booze. I'm thinking about it. I was hollering 10,000 Rand a month on that telenovela. Gosh, I was like 21. To me, that was a lot of money.
Yes.
And I can now afford the booze. But now I'm hanging around actors. And now we're meeting at this specific place where they go, last round for happy hour. And it started becoming unhealthy then. I would say of late, I say COVID, okay. COVID is one of the turning points where alcohol really became unhealthy for me because I learned how to make it. And everyone was so depressed. Yeah, I know how to make you a savannah, honey. Come at me, I teach you. Holding a master class and everything.
I feel like we need that in an Asian accent. Come, honey, I teach you.
Come, honey, I teach you to make savannah. I make hunter dry.
You want savannah? I teach you.
I teach you.
I make for you.
I make for you savannah. I make for you. But I do, And everyone was so depressed at the time that's what we had to do. And I think I went a little in because I was in a relationship that I was being cheated on, and I just didn't expect. You know this very well. You were there for this, and he ended up impregnating someone, and we were celibate for God, and so that was a very rocky part for me. That I hit a really, really, really deep, dark place with alcohol there. But I think of late was the losing of my brother. That just made me spiral. But I think I was already unhealthy before then because him and my sister were starting to have conversations around me. I think my industry has really made it okay for me to sit when like the work is not there for me to sit in darkness and drink alone. It started becoming unhealthy when I stopped going to last round for happy hour, and the happy hour never stopped in my house. So the happy hour started. It actually never had a start or a finish. So there was never an end. It was happy hour at midnight. If I wanted a drink, it was right next to me. It was happy hour at 3:00 in the morning. Was happy at driving to Andicha trying to see. I mean, you know the kind of dangerous situations we put ourselves in. You know this. I'm not going to expose us, you know. The happy hour was waiting to see if it's going to be open at 7:00 or 8:00 to see. That was unhealthy. It also became unhealthy when you thought you could do your job.
Yeah. Oh.
Where they say no, our actor or presenter needs or requires as part of their rider, and you will deliver a link, my love, and you will act that scene. The minute they call action, nobody will ever be able to tell that you've had it. You're not slurring on stage. You're not falling over. That's when it became unhealthy. When I could rock up and do my job and still get a standing ovation for it, knowing that I'm out of my mind.
You know, so the entire thing about this platform is come for the chaos, stay for the clarity.
Cool.
And I want us to delve a little bit deeper into the chaos. There's a story you told me about at the time when you woke up in the middle of the night and you went.
I went away.
You went to my old stones, I think.
Yo.
Yeah. Endlini.
Yo, my boyfriend's gonna be watching this. Yo, can I speak to camera and just apologize? Baby, you know that I love God now. I'm a woman of Christ. I've turned my ways. I was young. I was 20. What? 20? I just lost my father. That we were also trauma bonding on that, hey? Him and I just lost our fathers, actually. Okay. That's how we met on Tinder. We're trauma bonding on that. But great relationship. Lasted like 2 years or a year or something. But yeah, so I was dating this guy. Just landed this telenovela called, can I say the name of the show? Called Keeping Score on SABC2. Hot shot athlete girl, long jumper with the long legs. What you gonna do about that? I know, that's right. Dating this man who at the time he's successful now. He's a bit more successful than me. I bumped into him the other day actually. We remained good friends after that. Because I don't do bad vibes in relationships. I don't think dead energies should be bad. Except for the lawyer. Can remain dead. And anyway. So I was so intoxicated. We used to drink together, but I don't think he was at my level of drinking. And man, we used to be so intellectual because then I was still like African Ubuntu, and I still am, but I was pushing, politicking hard. We had intellectual conversations. I gone by, okay, le chep, lene, zawusela, 6-pack, zamqhwaba.
Yes.
Zamqhwaba anye, konto, zamlinda. Mqhwabi. Ayandilala. So andiqonda uba ndiyakho ndiyalala ngoku. Hey man, but I live in Melville Estates, mos. Uber to Stones is how much? It's about 22 rand.
Yeah.
What's that to girls earning 10,000 bucks?
Clock it.
Clock. So I decided to leave him in bed. Friend, I'm so not proud of myself. I'm so sorry. But you know the story and you've forgiven me. I decided to leave him in bed. And I go and I buy booze at Stones, but I don't buy booze. I party till the sun comes up. So I leave at about 1:30 in the morning. I'll never forget. There was an ex of mine who was a musician who happened to be at the VIP that day. So I was like, oh, you're at the VIP? Sure, Krendi. Are you chilling with the girlies? That's fine, unaffected.
Yes.
You and I, see, I don't do that energy. Yeah. We can chill, let's chill. Chill as you know how Stones closes, now it's the Boerewors outside at 6 o'clock in the
yes.
morning.
Oh.
Swankie needs to Uber back home. She smells of cigarettes and Stones and alcohol, and she's left a man that she claims to love and has been dating for about 9-10 months, that time in bed sleeping. Stumble in bed thinking, Dimi a rock star of the nation.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get into bed and I'm going to go zoop and say nothing. Did I not wake up? You see the way he's sitting on this couch looking at me? I woke up to a man, Sana, who was sitting and observing me. 8 o'clock in the morning. You know the thing when you go, what time is it? What is it?
Yeah.
And that's how the relationship ended. He just said to me, I can't do this. And so I phoned me. But no, I've wronged you. I will give you money for taxi. I will give you that taxi fare. But that was a low moment.
Yeah.
I had to go back and reevaluate. But I also found out he was cheating on me at the end. So
Okay.
Also,
So justified.
I mean, not at the time, not my actions, but I mean, he was cheating on me with someone else I was working with in the news industry.
wow.
So that's fine. Shout out to you as well.
And, you know, looking at some of the chaos stories, before we move on to the clarity,
Sure.
what moments, just touching lightly on them, would you say you looked at yourself and you said, wow, is this really me?
Sure, there have been so many. Starting fights. Starting a fight. You had to pick me up. I was mad. Mad, but I didn't I was raging, but I wasn't raging from rage. I was raging from grief.
Yeah.
And alcohol allowed. So I started a fight at last round for happy hour. I wasn't too proud of myself because everybody knew me then. Everybody who knew me knows that I'm a peaceful person. It's the moments of rage and the moments of anger that come out when I, the fights, the venom that I spit. Recently, before this journey, I'm in a very, and we're gonna get to the clarity part. I'm in a very wholesome and very and I'm in a life-changing relationship right now, and it's led me to the point that I am right now. And the last part where I looked at myself, there were two moments. One, I woke up during the day. This man came back from work and I had bottles surrounding me. And the house wasn't clean. And there was no food on the kitchen oven. And we were to host people in our house. And I thought, I couldn't sleep. Because, Vala, I'm an anxious person. I couldn't sleep. I sat in that room and I thought, is this you in this wholesome setup? Is this really, when something controls you and you can no longer control it?
Yeah. The
second point was we got into a fight and he's always asked me to never drive the car, to never do the thing that we used to do, man. You know the thing, man. You know that place, that one that sells alcohol 5 o'clock in the morning, the red and white one, that establishment.
Yep.
Yeah. So to never get into the car while intoxicated and drive off. And I did that. And I came back home at 3 o'clock in the morning spitting venom. And I realized this alcohol is not just it's not an eater of opportunities. It's not an eater of I'll get to relationships. It's not an eater of opportunities. It's not an eater of our integrity and our character, but it's an eater of a relationship. But it's an eater of the heart.
Okay.
It's an eater of the heart in the sense that if I've been carrying something that I should have said to Samora 8 years ago, and Samora has a characteristic or a thing that, let's say you're wearing a similar ring to the person that person that I should have said that thing to 8 years ago was wearing, that alcohol has the ability to set me off and set my heart on fire. And I spit the venom to you wearing the ring now 8 years later. That should have been venom that I should have spat, So that was also a moment where I said, I'm in such a wholesome space. This is not how we speak to each other. I need help. And the final one was a conversation with my mom. My mom's a praying woman. She called me and she said, hey, it was round about the time that all of this is happening. She said, hey, you're not okay. You're doing that thing where you go silent. You switched off your phone. You switched off your, yeah.
I would get so annoyed with you. I would get so annoyed with you because you would go dark for a period of time. And then when you call me, now when you're ready to come back, you're calling me 3 times a day. And I would get so annoyed because I'm just like, when you think you can just disappear and I'm calling you and you don't answer the phone and you don't answer texts and things like that. And then when you are ready to come back, now we just need to be ready to accept you and welcome you with open arms. And the thing is, I'm calling you because I am concerned about you, you know? And of course the worry, you know, I would know that you're probably safe because you are with your man.
Yeah.
And we have the utmost faith in him. And love for him. But you know, Lando Yobana, I want to be able to check in on you, and you're just really mising. It was not cool, and I know you've taken accountability for that. And we appreciate that. Looking at the healthy relationship that you're in now, what would you say are some of the ways that you have gone out of your way to sabotage it? Because I think that as much as it is healthy and you're happy to be in it, there have been moments where you have literally fought it.
Yeah.
And fought what it is and what it's meant to be in your life.
It's that imposter syndrome that it goes back to that first poison. What's your poison? That goes back to that question of, I didn't believe I was worthy of something so good.
Yeah.
That I was that girl, the 21-year-old that dreamed of being in this relationship, that deserves that I would drink myself into a stupor because I think that, you know, I know Samora after calling me for 2 weeks and he doesn't get a hold of me, he's not going to get irritated. Surely Samora's going to get pushed away. Why would he still want to be my friend after that? You know? Oh, I'm even getting emotional speaking about it. Like, so I've done stuff like that. I've broken up with him so many times thinking that he'd actually take me seriously because it's self-sabotage in the sense that it's like, vele. You know, vele, but that's what alcohol convinces you. It reminds you that it's fine. Your father left you, your mom left you when you were young. That's how you see it, you know. And though she didn't, and we've worked through those we worked through that. My mom actually was there. She was doing what she could do, the best that she could do. But my father abandoned me. You know what I mean? Then he decides to die. And honestly, like it's like all these abandonment issues that have piled up. So it's like, any event, why am I giving this so much energy? Because you're going to abandon me anyway. So I'm going to continue drinking or doing what the hell I want to do. Sometimes I've thrown my toys out the cart. I don't know. It feels like there's a specific story that you're looking for, and I don't know which one it is.
No, there isn't.
Okay,
honestly,
because I'm like,
genuinely.
it's just throwing my toys out the cart and self-sabotaging and just not believing in him. Sometimes it's not about not believing in yourself. Sometimes not believing in the person that love you is self-sabotage towards yourself. Because at some point, every person you meet has their limits.
And it was one of the conversations that we're having on our way here, you know, and just speaking about how I think I'd said to you that it's so beautiful that he fell in love with you and continued to love you throughout the bullshit, you know.
When it's spade, and you just go for the jugular.
Like through all the murky waters, you know, he was able to see you, because it's very easy for people to see the smoke and the mirrors of the lifestyle and the alcohol and, you know, the alcoholism and this and that and whatever. But to be able to identify you through that and see you and fall in love with you and then want to walk this journey with you, how has that contributed to you wanting to change for the better?
You know, the one thing he's always said to me is he never wants me to do it for this relationship. And it's so weird how him and my mom have been in sync, and I think they've got a secret WhatsApp group, although I don't think they'll tell me. I think they've got a secret.
Are you sure I'm not in it?
You actually might have been the one that started it, you nut. No, because even my mom is like, no, you need to do this. This is the most selfish you need to be, you know.
Yeah.
But someone saying that to you, for me, has made me want to even do it more. It's like knowing that he has my hand through this. Like, he looks me in the eye every day and he says, I'm not going anywhere. And just that, it's like, okay. And I think I was telling you in the car, it's like, there was a point where I was dating him. He's seen two versions of me. He met, actually. And I don't know how he saw through that bullshit. He met the version of me who didn't really see past 6 months of life. I didn't. Samora, you know, I didn't. I did not want to be here. I didn't. I didn't see 6 months. I mean, I was in it to win it. I mean, I had my faith in God, and God, you know, and I was trusting in God, and my faith in God has grown so much, you know, even in this relationship, I was trusting in God for a better future, but I didn't want to be here. But just having him walk this journey with me and where I am right now, I want to be here. And I like to be here. And it's fun to be here.
Yes.
And it's also fun being sober,
Yes.
being here. And I think what also helps is he's been there. He's not coming in with that judgment. Because I've done sobriety before, hey.
Yeah.
2.5 years. I did celibacy and sobriety, but I was one of the most judgmental, anal people you could have possibly met. I was a high horse Christian who thought that I knew everything about life. And I think I'm completely different now.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you know, with him, he's not like that. He's like, look, I've been there, I've done that, rolled a few cars as well. And he got to
Yes, it's grace through experience.
you know,
It's-
and he's 7 years in this not drinking thing. So for him, he's walking me through a path that he's been through. So it feels like, you know, when a father holds your hand, the grip is stronger than when a baby holds your hand.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like walking this with him.
You know, you have been on this journey of trying to get sober for quite some time. And I have to applaud you because it has, every single time you've gotten up and tried again, you know, there have been AA meetings, you know, all of that.
Oh, you've accompanied
I've accompanied
me.
you to an AA meeting before. I know that your partner's accompanied you to an AA meeting before. And I think the one thing that him and I really agree on is that, you know, a lot more people need to attend AA meetings because you get to realize a lot. Even if you've stopped drinking for a very long time, you get to realize that actually maybe I did have a problem.
Yeah.
Or if you really don't think you have a problem, once you attend an AA meeting, you might actually sit there and be like, yeah, actually,
I do have
I think I might have a problem.
Yeah, that day I came back home and I thought that I was a little bit too turned and I might have left the pot on for too long and I almost burnt the house down. But it's funny because I hardly do that.
Yeah.
I'm in control of my alcohol. That's
Or
the
you get
problem.
home and you wake up in the morning and you are scared to go and check your car because you're scared that you may have scratched it.
Or you're known for starting fights with people, therefore you're even scared to check the conversations that you've had because all
Yeah.
you do is spit venom when you're drunk.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Can go on.
And there are many, many, many different examples that we can
Yeah.
make. But I think throughout everything, you know, walking this journey with you also caused me to reflect on some of my own behaviors and some of my, you know, own dependency on alcohol. We are running out of time. I need to get to.
I know.
I
know.
Like I'm looking at this
Because
now.
I know you and I talked
Yeah.
about it's okay.
Okay, so recently you underwent a. We've been making fun of
You
it.
have yes, you have a few minutes.
Few minutes.
So your laugh should be
Yeah, I need to curb my laugh. You recently took some time out. You went somewhere in the pursuit of sobriety.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So this is the first time it's going to be revealed on the show, and I'm going to share a lot of it on my social platforms of how I got there, but I'm so happy to be sharing it with you first. They cut my bum. Like, I got an implant. But no, they did cut my bum and they put
So
an
this is a
implant.
medical procedure designed to help you with sobriety.
As you said, I've tried AA, I've tried cold turkey, it didn't work for me. I've now gone the medicinal route. It is it's a route, I think it's originally from Poland, I might be mistaken.
Okay.
But it's naltrexone. And I can't say the other one, but it starts with a D, and I don't want to swear anyone's mother or father.
Yeah. I tried to pronounce it earlier as well.
Dalfalcazar. So it's medical. And if I were to, so there's an implant in my body currently. I just got it done yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Well, got it done yesterday, recently.
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching this now, this will probably come out on like the 8th.
Yeah.
So it would have been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would have been 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
But I would have had to have been 2 weeks sober before. So I sat and I detoxified in the place. So what it basically does is it erases alcohol memory at a 30% dosage. So this implant is not a once-off implant.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one in 3 months again. I'm going to go back in 3 months. But it's what I love about it, it's accompanied by counseling. So I'm seeing a psychiatrist because it doesn't only speak about, and I hate the fact that we're running out of time, but you and I will get into this another time, hopefully.
Absolutely.
We're looking at why people use substances, from body painting to gambling to porn to sex to alcohol, to drug abuse. Those things are results of things that might be PTSD, BMD, which we know is bipolar, mood disorder, personality disorder, previous traumas, etc., etc., etc. And it's so that what the alcohol does is it goes into the fight or flight freeze. So that's in our prefrontal cortex brain.
Yeah.
Guys,
yes, man.
Prefrontal cortex brain, which is where our fight or flight thingy stays, and that's where the violent part, also the responses stay, and it takes away our endorphins, our good thingy, so our serotonin, our oxytocin, and all the good hormones. And what this implant does is it actually brings back the memory of those good. It erases the bad and brings back the good, but at a 30% chance.
Increments.
So in 24 months, I'd be at 100%. They said they've done a study where they've looked at the brain of a non-drinking person and a person who's gone through this procedure, and they can say that the brain of a person who's gone through this procedure might supersede that of one who has just not chosen alcohol. So I might just be smarter than you in 24 months, but let's keep it moving, yes?
You've always been smarter than me, though.
Okay, that's fine. You have my attention.
Tell me, having undergone this procedure, if you were to, considering that it is medical, if you were to drink, what would happen?
In the first 3 months, I would get heart palpitations. I would have a seizure. I would get nauseous. You'd have to rush me to the ER. So this is not only just drinking, this is spraying or using of deodorants that has alcohol products in it, etc. They say that you can have a drink after 3 months, but the second month, the one that we can't pronounce, the dalfazia, is the one that causes the body to violently fight alcohol. So I think just don't.
I think also just from the perspective of having undergone this, you don't want to.
Why do I pay? The implant is first of all, it's expensive, guys. Yeah. Why would you want to? And I think sobriety is so, just go on TikTok. So many people, like for those, because we don't have enough time, as you said, for those people that want to look at this, go on TikTok. That is what actually gave me the push. People have lived beautiful lives. I'm talking 15 years, 20 years with the implant, and the things that they say about the life change has inspired me. So, I mean, why would you want to go back to booze after that, really? Plus, who wants to age forward?
Wow. Okay.
And that's on skin.
Okay. The family is big, you've mentioned.
Yeah.
Now that you've undergone this, I know that there were some tumultuous periods, especially between you and a number of your siblings, leading up to this period. How are they now? How's that relationship?
We're working on it.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on it. It's an everyday process. We realized that we all grieved our last brother, the beautiful Chef Lindsay, in different ways. And I probably grieved him in ways that were different from others because I was present in his death in ways that were different from others. So I have to make amends. I have become that unreliable sister. I'm aware of that.
And you have to own it.
I have to own it. That's taking accountability. I have become the person that irritated Samora, who blacked out a bit. I have become the person who they wouldn't naturally phone first when that's what my baby sisters were doing. And it's unfortunate. I'm an older sister to 7 siblings.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of work I need to do. I want to sit down and have a meeting with them, but my older sister, Pelete, I mean, I think it's been the most tumultuous with her because she's watched me go through this. I think it's broken her heart so much. To you, I love you. You know what the conversations we'll be having. I love you so much, and I know this is not easy for you. Let's just say I need to make amends. It makes me emotional because I love them so much, and I can't imagine my life without them, and I know that I need to make amends.
And sensitive point, but have you had a conversation with Lindsay? Considering the fact that, you know, if we believe that the people that leave us here on this earth then become our protectors, the fact that he has had to protect you in so many situations that you've put yourself in after he has passed.
No, I haven't. I haven't. I've just been so heartbroken. I think I should. He had a conversation with me though. And you know Lindsay. I mean, he's your ex-boyfriend. No, but you know him. He's come at me so many times and he has this thing when he's angry at me. He goes, "Wetsang Mafoko." Calls me Mafoko. "Wetsang Mafoko. Wetsang Mklasi." He's come at me a few times. I haven't because I'm just so upset that he died so early.
Yeah.
But I think I do need to have a conversation because that car I drive right now, I'll tell you for a fact, there are many times I could have written that car off, and I know for a fact he was watching over me saying, "Not over my dead body." And that is in a literal sense.
Yeah.
That's not figuratively. So no, I haven't. Maybe I'll go light a candle today and have a conversation with him.
Speaking of lighting candles and having a conversation, if you need to have a conversation with anybody in your life, especially if you feel like you are sinking, make sure that you do before you sink too far. Swanks,
Babe,
my dear, the time will never be enough.
it's never enough with us.
But I want you to know that I love you.
I love you.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.
Thank you for being a part of my family. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your family.
Thank you.
And I'm extremely... Why must I cry in every single episode? I'm extremely proud of you. I'm extremely proud of you. I'm extremely...
I'm proud of you. Let me just say this. I'm sorry, I know we don't have time. You are one of the people that have inspired me to do the Sam Jam. You know, my Sammy Jammies, you have changed so much since you've become sober. I've watched you do so many things while you were not, and just how focused you are. You always call me about something that has direction. You always call me. I mean, the last conversation we had, you took me out from dinner from my boyfriend's house and I said I wouldn't have a tequila and I stole a tequila or two and you just watched me and you were so gracious and you've always been gracious, but sobriety is bringing out such a parental graciousness in you that I just can't. I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of you and I love you, Nyaktan.
I love you.
You'll always be family to me.
Oh, and of course, you can be a part of this family as well. Find us on all social media platforms at The Best of Me or at TheBestOfMePod across the board, or otherwise you can search for me at Samora _Mangesi. It is the best of me, and let's grow this community so that we can indeed become the best versions of ourselves. Every single day we are in pursuit of the best versions of ourselves, and I know that maybe we'll never be able to get there, but eyona nto ibalulekileyo is to continue trying each and every single day. Be sure to share this episode with your loved ones. Be sure to like, subscribe, do all of those things to ensure that we continue to grow this community. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.
Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year.